Hi, I'm Jeff Stacy with Fragola Performance Systems in Southington, Connecticut. I'm here to talk to you about what we build in Southington, Connecticut. We're a manufacturer of AN fittings and adapters. Like I said, we're based out of Southington, Connecticut. We manufacture everything in-house. We have over 60 screw machines that run sometimes 24 hours a day. Our company was founded by Frank Fragola, who's the president of our company. He's an Italian immigrant that came over to the United States on vacation and decided that he wanted to stay. And through a lot of hard work, working 3 or 4 jobs, he created a company called F&F Screw Products. And F&F Screw Products is the parent company of Fragola Performance Systems. He's a self-taught machinist. We currently employ around 80 to 120 people depending on the time of the year. We have over 300,000 square feet in Southington, Connecticut that we manufacture and warehouse product in. Probably the neatest thing about Fragola Performance Systems is our ability to listen to our customers and make changes. When the whole black craze came out with the AN fittings and adapters, we dabbled in it. We had 50 or 60 SKUs that we were building in black. As that black started to take off and our customers were telling us we needed more SKUs, we needed a complete line, we went ahead and we now produce everything that we make in black. We have also started to do an electroless nickel process, which a lot of people refer to as chrome. One of our largest fears that we had on the chrome product was the finish being able to be held up after multiple uses or multiple wrench uses. We have a fixture there in Southington, Connecticut that we screw a hose into, and every day 4 or 5 guys come in and they loosen and tighten this hose end for a month. And when we get done at the end of that month, we take a look at the finish. And as you can see, this product here was one of our test products, and you can see we have no visible wrench marks. We take a lot of pride in the product we build. Not only is it functioning, but it's also a cosmetically appealing product. We've come out with a new crimp fitting to be used with our black nylon lightweight hose. This neat thing about this new crimp fitting is everybody's always had a hard time being able to index the crimp collar when they're crimping the fitting. Frank came up with the idea to make it screw on to the hose end, therefore eliminating any cock or any misalignment when you go to crimp that fitting. We've partnered with another company to build all the new fuel lines for the 2010 Super Cobra Jet that Ford is manufacturing, their factory race car. All of the lines will be the nylon lightweight black hose with the crimp-on hose fittings. We manufacture brake lines, Dash 3 and Dash 4. We have DOT approved brake lines for on-road use, and then of course we manufacture brake lines for off-road use. We also offer on our brake lines a clear coating to keep from scratching or marring a frame rail or rear end housing or any part of the chassis, and we also offer that in a black coating. Cosmetically it's appealing and it has a function. You'll notice that we make a lot of different parts that maybe somebody would say are awfully strange. We listen to our customers and we manufacture parts that will serve a purpose. This particular part allows you to get from the factory Ford hard line to an AN line, so you can put steel braided line on a late model Mustang with aftermarket fuel rails. We also build quite a few different adapters out there that are a little bit different. A female to male AN fitting. Probably one of the biggest things we do different is we manufacture 2 different styles of hose ends. We manufacture a compression style hose end, which you'll see here. Basically you slide the hose in this female part of the hose end and screw it together, and as you screw it together it slides the hose up over the barb, retaining the hose with the grooves that are cut in the cap. On a cutter style, you basically slide this part into the hose, and when you screw the cap on, the retention is done by cutting into the hose and holding the hose. For the longest time, this was probably a better design. As we got better and better designs on our compression style hose ends, the compression style hose end would retain the hose at a higher pressure than what the hose could actually survive. So we had people testing our hose and hose end assemblies, and they were bursting the hose long before they would ever blow the hose end apart. Probably one of the biggest problems we have in the automotive industry when it comes to AN fittings is the over-tightening of a fitting. There's a torque specification for all of our product. What we recommend is to basically get the fitting assembled and tight, hand tight. Once you get it hand tight, go ahead and take it another quarter of a turn, and that typically is an acceptable specification. The problem we have when you over tighten it, the way an AN fitting works is you have a 37-degree flare here, and it mates on this female 37-degree flare. When you over tighten it, you distort this lip. When you distort this lip, you lose all the sealing capabilities. Anytime you have an AN type fitting, if it has any scratches or maybe chatter marks from when it's machined in that lip, it will definitely cause a leaking problem. You'll notice we make a lot of oddball fittings. This is a female to male AN adapter in a 90-degree. We're one of the few companies that does this. We also do it in a male to male specification. When we decided to come out with our new line of wrenches, one of the engineers came up with an idea. Since we're always talking about torquing AN fittings to the proper torque to ensure seal, nobody makes a torque wrench as per se that's an actual wrench. So what we've done is we put this 3/8 hex here so you can actually take a 3/8 torque wrench, attach it to our wrench to get the proper specification of torque. One of the things that took us quite a while to come up with was our line of chrome fittings. You'll see we have an abundance of chrome fittings, and they're really not chrome. They're electroless nickel. The problem with trying to chrome aluminum is chrome does not stick to aluminum. So the process that we use is we actually dip the parts in nickel, and then the part is then chromed. Therefore, the chrome sticks to the nickel and has that shiny characteristic that you're used to. A lot of people try and do polished aluminum. Polished aluminum looks great for about the first month, and then having to try and repolish all of your plumbing gets old really fast. Late model GM products, being able to convert from the factory hard line to an AN line, say you're putting a set of fuel rails on a late model LS1 Camaro or Firebird or Corvette, this fitting is a must. It allows you to get from the stock hard line over to an AN line. Specialty fittings are kind of our cup of tea. We try to think outside the box. We listen to our consumers. We listen to our consumers, and we try and build product that not only will sell but has a function or solves a problem. We manufacture push lock hose ends also. Push lock hose and hose ends have become very popular in some of the economy class of racing. A lot of the dirt modifieds, some of the dirt hobby stocks are using a push lock type hose. We offer these fittings both in blue and black, and we offer the hose in black and blue. Very easy to assemble, very inexpensive alternative to using a real live steel braided type line. I hope when you think about plumbing, you'll remember that product made in the United States means a lot to your customers, to the end consumer. I don't think you probably want to be selling your customers a fuel line that you're not sure where the thing was made. All of our product is made in Southington, Connecticut, and like I said, we're very proud to say we're an American-owned, American-built company.